statue. A 95-mile-an-hour fastball froze him. So the same result with that pitch to Julian and Buxton, back-to-back strikeouts, and here's Ty France.
And both of them knew it, and both of them really surprised to get a fastball there.
2 up and 2 down. Here's Ty France. Right-handed batter, and France takes a ball high. I want to remind you to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Just download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, and get $50 instantly when you play $5. There's a ball outside. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. 2 balls and no strikes on Ty France. He's 0 for 6 in the series. Squatting over there in the on-deck circle, Trevor Larnach, as he stretches his legs. 2-0 pitch, missed the inside corner. So a 3-0 count. Grant Holmes, the very long, curly, dark hair coming down past his shoulders, out of the back of his Navy cap. Here's the 3-0 pitch on the way to Ty France, and there's a called strike. Loved what we saw from Grant Holmes that last outing. 7 2/3 of an inning, as Joe mentioned. Longest outing of his career. And there was a moment there where it looked like he might go the distance. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off. And he was getting lots of outs very early in counts.
Was he working as quickly as he is right now, Ben?
He was working quickly, and the Jays hitters were aggressive. They were swinging at first pitches, and they were hitting the ball on the ground. And he was just zipping right along. 3-2. Ground ball out to first, and that'll be scooped by Olson. Underhand toss to the bag. Grant's there, and down go the Twins. 1-2-3. Grant Holmes with a quick start. We head to the bottom of the first.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Andersen. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom-crafted, made-to-order, and professionally installed. Energy-efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low-maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with 2 men that pitched for me and 2 managers that made my life as a manager.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta looks forward to welcoming you for all your travel needs and are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
There's only one thing better than baseball on the radio, being there in person. Win a pair of Braves tickets during the 4 o'clock hour of Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Scoreless game into the bottom of the first inning, and the Braves coming up to take their first hacks at Joe Ryan. And the man who led the parade last night, Alex Verdugo, climbing in. It's Verdugo, Riley, and Ozuna versus the right-hander Ryan. And the first pitch to him is a called strike. The leather for Minnesota. Ty France is at first base. Edward Julian at second base. Carlos Correa at shortstop. And Brooks Lee is at third base. Give it the outfield after the 0-1 pitch to Verdugo. Alex on base all night last night. And he hits one high in the air to deep right field. Larnach over to his right, calling off Byron Buxton. And he puts it away for out number 1. In the outfield for Minnesota, Harrison Bader in left, Byron Buxton in center, Trevor Larnach in right field. Ryan Jeffers is the catcher, and the pitcher, the right-hander Joe Ryan. Ryan, 6'2", 205-pound righty from San Anselmo, California. He's 28 years old. He's put together really good numbers this season. 1 win, 1 loss, but a 2.45 ERA in 4 starts. Austin Riley takes a first pitch strike. That fastball 93. He's got a good fastball splitter combination. Well, those are 2 of the 5 pitches that these Braves hitters will see, but those are the 2 best ones that he has. 0-1 pitch pulled foul on the third baseline. He's had 1 career start versus the Braves, and it was an absolute meltdown for him. He had a terrible time. 1 start against the Braves in 2023. He gave up 5 home runs in 3 innings. 0-2 pitch. Looked like a good pitch, but he doesn't get the call.
He's kind of a long armor. You hear us talk about a short armor that kind of fires like a catcher from his right ear. This guy's arm action is very long.
That'll be fouled off by Austin. 1-2.
And it should be for most hitters easier to pick the ball up because you can track it coming out of the hand a little better. But that splitter's a good one. He's not overpowering, but he's got a good split.
Ball and 2 strikes on Riley. No score in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-2 from Ryan. Boy, the top of the zone is not open for business today. That was a good pitch by Ryan, and Charlie Ramos doesn't say strike at all. He says ball 2.
That was a good pitch.
And the same was the case in the top of the inning for Grant Holmes on the mound. He had some fastballs top of the zone that weren't called as strikes. 2-2 is going to be fouled off. Last outing for Ryan, 5 innings versus the Mets. Got a no decision. Gave up just 1 run on 3 hits. Struck out 8 in that game. Just couldn't get any run support. Right-hander Ryan with his shoulders squared up to the plate. Kicks and brings a 2-2 pitch. That'll miss high, 3-2. Yeah, that one other outing he had versus the Braves 2 years ago. 3 innings, 6 runs, 9 hits, and 5 homers. Riley hit one off of him that day. So did Sean Murphy, Michael Harris, and Ronald took him deep twice in that game. 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. And he got a fastball by the swinging bat of Austin Riley, and 2 down here in the first inning.
That's 31 strikeouts for Austin, Ben, against only 3 walks. He's hacking, but his contact rate is beginning to shrink.
Hopefully that comes around. 2 down for Marcell Ozuna. And Marcell takes a ball low and inside. This is a guy who will give up some homers. Gave up 32 home runs a couple years ago, and in his career in 492 innings has given up 77 home runs. 1-0 pitch, in for a strike, and a 1-1 count. Altogether, 5 years in the big leagues for Ryan, and making his 89th career start today. He's 34-27 in his career. 1-1 to Ozuna. And a strike on the outside corner with a fastball. Like we mentioned, lots of these Braves hitters will see 4-seamers and splitters from Ryan. He's got a sweeper, though. He's got a slider. He can sink it as well, but a lot of 4-seamers and splitters for this right-hander from Sir Francis Drake High School in California. There's a ball outside.
I think they were called the Explorers.
I mean, had to be, right?
I think so.
That's worth a Google search in between innings.
Coming up. I'm on it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That'll miss outside. Yeah, it'd be really disappointing if they were like the Bears or something like that. Joe Ryan played his college ball at Cal State Northridge. And now in the Twins organization. 3-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk to Marcell Ozuna. That'll extend the inning for Matt Olson, who had a big night last night. Matt was on base 3 times, including 2 RBI base hits. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first, with the Braves hoping for some 2-out thunder here in the bottom of the first inning. If Matt could reach, then Ozzie Albies would come to the plate. Ryan out of the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way to Olson, and a ball outside.
Having a little trouble here, buddy.
We got about 8 more innings. We can figure this thing out. There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Olson's going to take one inside. Ryan has allowed 1 run or fewer in 3 of his 4 starts this season, so that Explains the really good 2.45 ERA. And he's done a really nice job of keeping runners off the base paths. Coming into the action today, his whip is the third lowest in the big leagues. But there's a fly ball to deep left that's going to slice foul and into the seats. His whip is 0.77, third lowest in the big leagues this year, trailing Kevin Gausman and Nathan Eovaldi. Braves have a base runner with 2 down. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Ryan deals. Olson with a good hack, but he fouled back the fastball.
School changed names.
Did it really?
Yeah. It's now known as Archie Williams High School.
Huh.
Named for a local hero, Olympian, engineer, and math teacher. And they're called the Falcons.
I was about to say, are they the mathematicians now?
Yeah, Falcons. Still endeavoring on Francis Drake.
Okay. Time called. And what did he just threw? Couldn't tell what that was. He just threw over there to the dugout. Not sure if that was a watch. 2-2 pitch. That'll miss high and outside. Could have been the pitch comm device. I wasn't sure, but he removed a black object and just lobbed it over there to the dugout. Either way, a 3-2 count on Matt Olson. No score for now. There goes Ozuna. Pitch on the way. Rocked. Deep right center field to the gap. It flies off the top of the wall. Kiss it goodbye. 2-run home run. Matt Olson had just enough juice on it to get it out of here. And it is now 2-0 Braves. That is Matt's third homer of the year. RBIs 12 and 13. And the Braves with more early runs, just like they did last night. And leading 2-0 today.
Matt's now hitting 5 straight. Couple of big RBIs last night.
Inning continues for Ozzie Albies. And Ozzie fouls one off the knob of the bat. That home run by Matt Olson, the first home run of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. So stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show to see exactly how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit them online, tirediscounters.com/Braves to learn more. 0-1 pitch. Ozzie swings and fouls one back. We told you he'd give up some homers. Didn't know it'd be that fast.
No.
Oh, to Ozzie. And Ozzie hits a flare to left field, sinking and dropping in for a hit. He's able to serve one into left. So after the second out was made, it's going to walk, homer, single. And that brings Michael Harris to the plate. Watching that homer, that hit right on the top of the yellow pad in right center field and hopped off into the Braves bullpen.
I was afraid it wouldn't be high enough. And if it had been about 10 feet, 15 feet to the right, it would have been off the bricks.
Ball low inside to Michael Harris. The home run by Olson came off his bat. You ready for this? 112 miles an hour. And went 403 feet. Two 2-0 Braves on the homer by Olson. Ball and no strikes on Michael Harris. Pitch on the way from Ryan. And there's a called strike. Well, nobody wants to run into trouble early in a ball game, no matter what the situation is for your bullpen. I don't care if you have the best bullpen in the league. You don't want to be giving up runs early and potentially having a short start by your starter. 1-1 low and inside. But that's particularly the case for this Twins team. Their bullpen has not been good lately. And here their starter is 28 pitches into his outing, still not out of the first inning. 2-1 to Harris. Deep drive down the left field line, slicing towards the pole and foul. That goes up into the second deck. Nice catch made by a fan down there.
Got it.
All right.
Pirates.
The Pirates.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, at least it's a group of guys who sail the seas, nothing else. Pick off over to first base. That's good work by you.
You just got to know where to go, Ben.
I mean, you stuck with it. You didn't let it beat you. 2-0 Braves. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Harris. And he'll send one foul into the seats of the third deck down the third baseline. I'll tell you what, I love a 2-out walk. I feel like homers follow 2-out walks all the time.
Especially early, in top of your order.
2-2 to Harris. Big chopper out to first. France has it come down into his glove. He steps on the bag, and there's out number 3. But the Braves send half a dozen to the plate at the bottom of the first inning. They get a long one from Matt Olson. His third homer of the year. We go to the top of the second inning. 2-0 Braves.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2020.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And the Cardinals.
Pitch during the season on a radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and of course the Fan app.
1 inning down, it's 2-0 Braves. Already some early runs for Grant Holmes. He'll be facing Larnach, Correa, and Jeffers in the top of the second inning. He had a 1-2-3 first, and he'd love a 1-2-3 second. Trevor Larnach drives one out towards right field. Jared Kelenic, a few strides to his right. He's there, 1 pitch and 1 down. And right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
2-0 Braves on a home run by Matt Olson in the first inning. Alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you on Easter Sunday from Atlanta, Georgia. Carlos Correa, the batter, and he'll take a ball high. You know, we were discussing Grant Holmes, that last outing for him, how good he was versus the Blue Jays as he pitched into the 8th inning of that game. There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Correa. And Correa with a high fly ball to center. Michael Harris back a few strides, slows, camps out, 2 down. But in that game, you know, we're talking about him going so deep into the game. Here's how the game started. He retired the first 12 batters that he faced, and they were going down early in count, swinging early and often, and the first hit he allowed came in the 6th inning. So he was cruising.
Well, and that's from throwing strikes, Ben. He wasn't afraid to find the plate, didn't nibble a lot.
2 down for Ryan Jeffers. And Jeffers takes ball outside. Increased the usage of his cutter in that last outing, which ended up being a really good pitch for him in that game. There's the 1-0 pitch. That's in for a called strike. And that's really saying something to mix in that cutter the way that he did his last start with what he already has, because the metrics on those other pitches have been very good as well. 1-1 low and outside. For Holmes, his breaking balls, his curve, and his slider, opponents are 2 for 31 with no extra base hits and 12 strikeouts against his slider and curve this year. That's terrific. 2-1 pitch, popped up, foul ground. That'll reach the seats for a foul ball, 2-2. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Joe likes it so much he even put it on some Easter eggs this morning.
I did.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. And the 2-2. That's in the air towards shallow center. Ozzie going back, backpedaling, squares up to it, makes the catch. So on 25 pitches and 8 for this inning.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
It's a cold day here in Alaska, but there's one animal seemingly unaffected. Bright-eyed and determined enters the husky. Observe as they go up the mountain, guided by pure instinct. They are truly amazing masters of this wilderness. But even these amazing pets can't sign up for Lemonade Pet Insurance. You can. Sign up now at lemonade.com/amazing.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Digging into the past.com.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Braves 2, Twins nothing into the bottom of the second inning. Ben, Joe, and Jay Chad with you here on a nice, beautiful Easter Sunday here in Atlanta. Want to remind you, all season long in the second inning of the Braves Steal a Base, you'll have a chance to win at least $50 in free Marathon gas cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Braves got it done with the long ball in the first inning. A 2-run homer by Matt Olson. Now it's Baldwin, Allen, and Kelnick for the Braves here in the second. Drake Baldwin swings and sends one foul. Not seen Drake much in the series, but when we have, some big contributions, huh?
Yeah, he is staying ready when called upon. He seems to be doing something good every time he gets asked to step in.
0-1 to Drake. There's a towering fly ball to shallow left. Brooks Lee, the third baseman, in foul ground about halfway down the line, makes the catch over there by the tarp, and one away here in the second inning.
Do you have a lot of cousins?
Yeah, tons.
Did you have a big Easter egg hunt when you were a kid with all your cousins?
Yeah, and you know what? It has maybe a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's the first time that I remember pitching an absolute fit because I lost the Easter egg hunt. I had home field advantage, the ball inside, and I had a bunch of friends and cousins and such over, and I lost.
Oh, no.
I was embarrassed. There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Nick Allen. That'll be fouled off. How about you?
Same. We had a ton of cousins. We had Easter egg hunts at 2 different grandmothers, one great-grandmother's house, and she boiled, I think she boiled about 6 dozen eggs, you know, and dyed them all.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. That'll miss outside.
course, eggs were probably about 35 cents a dozen in those days, too. Yeah, we had fist fights over them, just like you're talking about.
Yeah. There's the 2-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off.
And the worst was when your mom says about your baby sister, now help Jill here, help her get some eggs. Make sure she finds some.
Right. I want to hoard them all.
Yeah, well, what's going on while I'm doing that? I'm falling behind here.
There's a 2-2. That'll be swung on, missed. So 2 away. That'll bring Jared Kelenic up to the plate. I'll tell you what's really humorous to look back on are some of the Easter outfits that your parents had you in when you were really, really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's high socks with the shorts on.
Oh, yeah. You had that little boy blue suit on.
Yeah. Jared Kelenic takes a ball inside.
My sisters had a new Easter dress every year and patent leather shoes.
Yeah.
Little lacy socks. Dressed to the nines.
There's a 1-0 pitch. Kelenic able to bust one through the right side. Right past the diving Edward Julian. He's down at first base with a 2-out single. Well, the first 2 outs haven't been a problem for Joe Ryan. He's gone 2 up and 2 down. But after the second out of the first inning went off the rails, giving up the walk and then the homer, then a 2-out single here in the second inning. Alex Verdugo flied out to right field back in the first inning. Pitch on the way from Ryan. There's a called strike. Ryan at 41 pitches, 26 strikes. There's the 0-1. That'll be fouled off.
I really like his approach. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but I've seen him play so much before. But I just love his open stance, feet kind of close together, just very nonchalant and very relaxed with his hands right there close to his body.
Mm-hmm.
And man, oh man, does he let it fly after that.
I thought you brought up a really good point about him before he went on the air. Get to that after this pitch. 0-2 and a ground ball finds a hole on the left side. Base in the left center field around second, heading for third. Kelenic, he'll go first to third. And a base hit by Verdugo puts him at the corners with 2 down.
On an 0-2 count, went the other way.
You brought up where he's played in his career. Dodgers, Red Sox, Yankees, now with the Braves. So he is used to the biggest stages in our game.
Bright lights are not going to affect this guy playing in Atlanta before a sold-out house every night. He's been there, done that. And he knows what the expectations are. In all 3 of those stops, it's always been about winning.
Yeah.
And postseason, and same here.
He is now 5 for 12 in the series. That extends the inning for Austin Riley. Here's the first pitch to Austin, and a bullet to left field down the line. That rolls all the way to the edge of the warning track. Kelenic will score. It's an RBI single by Riley, and it's 3-0 Braves. Verdugo first to third, and Austin wasted no time right on that first pitch and was able to shock it down the left field line.
This all started on a bad changeup from Ryan to Kelenic that he left up. And just now on that first pitch to Austin, he threw kind of a low 3/4 arm. I guess it was supposed to be a slider, and all it did was spin. And Austin was all over it.
Yeah, a pitch like that to Austin, you probably ought to be thanking your lucky stars it's only a single.
Right.
Not in the seats. Pete Mackey, the pitching coach, is out there visiting with the entire infield, just trying to slow it down for Joe Ryan. It's 3-0 Braves in the bottom of the second inning.
Keep in mind, this guy's been dealing. You mentioned his whip. You mentioned his ERA. Just 2 starts ago against Kansas City, 7 innings, a 2-hit shutout ball with no walks and 4 strikeouts. That was 2 starts ago.
Yeah, so he's hardly been in the stretch at all this season. And the Braves have had base runners galore in this one. Marcell Ozuna takes the first pitch strike, put a slider right down the middle. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Braves, no runs, no hits for the Twins. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 1 to Ozuna. He'll swing and miss on a sinker down. And just like Ryan was a moment ago, he's one good pitch away from getting out of the inning. But he gave up an 0-2 base hit to Verdugo. And then the base hit to Riley. The Braves with 3 straight 2-out knocks. Catcher Ryan Jeffers steps in front of the plate, flashes some signs to the infielders. I think that translates to, for the love of God, get it out somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it could mean. Here's the 0-2. That'll be sent foul. Riley at first, Verdugo at third. Ozuna walked earlier, and he was aboard for the Olsen homer. On the 0-2 pitch, and a chopper down the third baseline, foul. Right off the edge of the plate. Braves have won 5 of their 7 home games this year. They've gone 2-11 on the road. We've got to pull out of that road nosedive, but man, things have been fun here at the ballpark in Atlanta, and off to a good start today. The 0-2 pitch. He swings and bounces one to third base, taken on the second bounce by Brooks Lee, and he fires on the run for out number 3. But more 2-out base hits for the Braves, 3 straight in fact. And they push across another run. We've played 2 innings. We go to the top of the third. Braves 3, Twins nothing.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
As a business owner, it's important to keep your business connected. Spectrum Business is committed to keeping your business online, whenever and wherever you need us, all backed by the Spectrum Commitment. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $40 per month when bundled, or level up your internet speed and get a 3-year price guarantee. Learn how Spectrum Business can help your business stay connected at spectrum.com/business. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played.
Wake Ben Ingram here with you for the series finale, Braves and Twins here in Atlanta at Truist Park. Braves won Friday night 6-4, scoring 5 times in the 8th inning. And that really kick-started the motor. Braves won yesterday 4-3 and leading 3-0 today. Luke Keeschel takes a ball high. 1 ball and no strikes. For Keeschel, he made his big league debut the other night. So this has been his very first series in the big leagues. And he's 3 for 9 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in his first 2 major league games. Pretty impressive stuff. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way from Holmes. Ground ball out towards short, out of the reach of Nick Allen, and a base hit into center field. And it's another knock for Keeschel, who is now 4 for 10 in his first big league series. So it's just a single for Keeschel, but a good start for him. How about this? He could become the first Twins player to have an extra base hit in each of his first 3 big league games. First ever. But they limit him to a single there. It's the first base runner of the game for the Twins. Here's Brooks Lee. And a ball outside. Want to remind you, Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate, and that's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. 1-0 pitch, over for a called strike. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Braves, including a homer by Olsen. No runs, 1 hit for the Twins. 1-1 to the left-handed hitting Lee. That'll be swung on and missed. Lee, a switch hitter, but swinging it from the left side against the righty Holmes. Grant with 2 strikeouts thus far. And a pickoff over to first base. Keishel back in with a dive. Good eye to keep a close eye on him. Good Sunday crowd. Little breeze here in the ballpark. Sun shining down on the playing surface. 1-2 low and inside with a slider. So the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brooks Lee. Grant Holmes comes set, brings a 2-2 and a bouncer out to third. Riley takes a friendly hop to second for 1, over to first, and that's not in time. That goes 5-6 on the putout as Allen was the one covering the bag. Lee able to dig it out, beat the play down to first base, so a fielder's choice for him. And a 5-6 putout of Luke Keishel. That brings Harrison Bader to the plate. Bader 0 for 4 in this series. 30 years old, from the Bronx, New York. Graduated high school in 2012 and then played collegiately at the University of Florida. Takes a fastball for a first pitch strike. His junior year at Florida, Bader was a semifinalist for the Dick Hauser Award. There's a ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bader. Signed a 1-year deal with the Twins. He's bounced around a little bit here lately. Won a Gold Glove with the Cardinals earlier in his career. Takes a ball up and in. He's not the only famous person in his family. His cousin Chris, for those of you who enjoy the music of the band Vampire Weekend, he's their bass player. So he's used to touring the country just like Harrison Bader is. But Bader taking the baseball route. 2-1 pitch misses up and in. Three 3-0 Braves in the top of the third. Bader batting 9th in their order. There's the 3-1 pitch. That'll be fouled back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, this next pitch is a big one for Holmes. He just got another run in the 2nd inning, so he's got a 3-run cushion. He's facing the number 9 hitter. And anytime Grant has run into any issues this year, it's been with bases on balls. Doesn't want to walk the 9 hitter. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he walked him. Missed down low with a curveball. So that'll put runners at first and second for the top of the order. And the reason I bring up that point, Joe, opponents are hitting 161 versus Holmes this year. That's the 4th lowest in the big leagues. But he struggled with controlling walks. Coming into the outing today, 10 walks and 16 2/3 of an inning. And there's a walk there. Here's Julian. He'll take a ball inside. So any kind of issues that he's had, it's been his own doing.
Yeah, and he's got to have a little more confidence in his stuff. That was a 3-2, looked like a slider that he threw Bader that wasn't competitive enough to get Bader to offer.
1-0 to Julian. Bouncer out towards first. Olsen has it. He's a long way from the bag, but gloves it, tosses the bag. Holmes is there. That's a tricky play, and they do a nice job to get one out.
Very nicely done.
Brooks Lee advances to third. Harrison Bader down to second. And now you face Byron Buxton with 2 down.
I have a lot of respect for Ty France and what he's done at a couple of different stops in the big leagues, but I think I'd be kind of thinking about facing him instead of Buxton here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. First pitch on the way to Buxton. That'll be fouled off to our right, 0-1. Yeah, Buxton's the one guy in the order who really scares you. Nothing against the rest of the 8 guys in their order. They got some good hitters over there, but this is public enemy number 1. A 1 from Holmes. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Buxton, such an explosive player when healthy. And he's been healthy. He's hit 3 homers. He's driven in 9. He's slugging .419. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider down.
Boy, that was in a good spot. It was like a back foot slider to a left-handed hitter, but he threw it to a right-handed hitter.
He might be tempted to go there again a little bit further outside. Ready with a 1-2. And the pitch to Buxton. Just missed with a front door slider. Boy, that could have gone either way. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck out Buxton looking in the first inning. Now the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He went for strike 3. Got him with that slider away. Nice job by Grant Holmes. Walked the number 9 hitter, but then got the little tap out and a strikeout. And he gets through the jam at the top of the 3rd. Go to the bottom of the inning. It's 3-0 Braves.
Jeff Francoeur here to talk with you about your car insurance. You got to have it.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah!
Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog rotary hammer, you'll feel
like I have the power!
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter saw, you'll feel
Scoobity-bee-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Are you ready to take a swing at Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time...
Braves 680 The Fan.
Braves 3, Twins 0 into the bottom of the 3rd. It's Olsen, Albies, and Harris for Atlanta. And it's still Joe Ryan on the mound. This will be his 50th bullet fired. And Matt Olson takes a called strike. Great job by Grant Holmes in the top of the inning, getting Julian to ground out and Buxton to strike out with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Play so good that we'll make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Olsen bounces one to first base. Backhanded over there by Ty France. Throws to the bag. Ryan's there, 1 down. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. One out here in the 3rd inning. Should they just follow the pattern here? 2 up and 2 down and then explode?
Yes. I mean, Ozzy's not going to go for that, but yes.
Yeah, Ryan has gone 2 up and 2 down, first 2 innings. And then the Braves have rat-tatted him once they get to 2 down on the board. Ball inside. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ozzy takes a called strike. Ozzy hitting .364 in his career against the Twins. That's in 8 games plus today. 1-1, fought off foul, 1-2. Mets have an early lead on the Cardinals. We'll see the Cardinals here next, starting tomorrow. 1-2 and a bottle rocket. Shallow center. Correa out. Coming in Buxton. That'll be Buxton's ball, and he brings it in. And 2 away. Want to remind you, you need all the energy that you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save more energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. All right, 2 up and 2 down again. And let's see what Michael Harris can do. He's 0 for 1 to the ground out. Harris is going to take a sweeper low and in. If the Mets win that game versus the Cardinals today, I believe that'd be a sweep. There's a 1-0 pitch. That'll miss inside.
It would, and they've pitched him really tough as well. Mets pitching's a little better than people expected.
Yeah, better than I thought that it would be, especially with some of the early injuries that they had in camp. Harris drives one deep down the right field line, and that's a foul ball. Right up against the screen deep down the line. Couldn't quite keep it fair. Speaking of that upcoming series with the Cardinals, Spencer Schwellenbach and Eric Fetty, the pitching matchup in the series opener tomorrow night. That'll be a 7:15 Eastern first pitch. 2-1, hard hit ball, fair down the right field line. Kicks off the sidewall. Michael hits the bag at first, digging for second base. Trevor Larnach just now arrives to it, and it'll be a double by Harris. Another 2-out hit for the Braves.
You've got this figured out, don't you?
There's a little pattern there. If you only had 2 outs in an inning, Joe Ryan would win the Cy Young.
I've known a few other guys same way.
Yeah. That's now 6 2-out base hits for the Braves. Drake Baldwin climbing in. And Baldwin going to send one foul. I can see the guys now looking ahead to the next half inning. Am I batting first or second?
Yeah.
I'm not. Awesome.
Yeah.
Looking to add on to this 3-0 lead. 0-1 to Baldwin, and a piercing shot to deep left field, all the way to the wall, and all the way gone. 2-run homer, Drake Baldwin, the second of his career, and it's now 5-0 Braves.
Ben, not this spring training, but the spring training before 24. The one thing that I think you and I would agree on was what got our attention on Drake Baldwin was his ability to power balls the other way. Case in point right there into the Twins bullpen.
Both his homers have been to left field. This one and the one in Toronto the other day. Here's Nick Allen. Allen swings and misses. 7 2-out base hits for the Braves. And all 5 runs have come with 2 down. That is demoralizing for a pitcher. Allen swings and misses at a sweeper, and he's down 0-2. Allen takes a ball outside. That came off of Drake Baldwin's bat at 102 miles an hour and traveled 368 happy feet into the Twins bullpen. 1-2 to Allen, high and outside. Man, the Braves are registering some red-hot exit velocities versus Ryan. Two to Allen. In there for a called third strike, but more damage done with 2 down and the bases empty. A double by Harris, a homer by Baldwin. We go to the top of the 4th, 5-0 Braves.
Baseball season is back. If too much celebrating leaves you in trouble after the game, it's important to know who to call.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Andersen. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Andersen, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Connection opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time.
Run concussions, got to get out there and throw some more strikes. Ty France leads it off for the Twins. First pitch on the way to Ty France on a strike on the inside corner. How do you like this start?
I love it, and I love that you've already established the pattern for the rest of the game.
It's been consistent. Here's the 0-1. And France with a pop-up towards shallow center. Michael Harris looking up towards the sky. Makes the catch. One away.
Ben, did Holmes have a few runs to work with early in that last start?
Yes. I'm looking at it now. He had the Braves scored two runs in the first and 2 in the third.
See, that makes such a huge difference for a guy like Grant Holmes, too, to know that he's afforded a mistake or two.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, that was a game that Murphy hit a 2-run homer in the first. Trevor Larnach takes the ball low and in. And then Riley hit a 2-run homer in the third. And then in the 5th inning, see, there's a pattern in that one, too. They're scoring in all the odd innings. First, third, fourth. Or, I'm sorry, first, third, fifth. There's the 1-0 pitch. Driven into right field, and then it'll get down for a base hit. Kelnick over to cut it off about 20 feet in front of the warning track. And he'll send it into Ozzie, limiting Larnach to a single. And that's the second hit of the game for the Twins. But, yeah, that's a great point. And they're coming on homers, too. So he was feeling great, and he could just get out there and get in his rocking chair. And it's very similar to what he's experiencing today.
That's great. Ted, Trevor Larnach has made a believer out of me in this series. Left-handed hitter, and he can rake.
Carlos Correa hits one into left field. First pitch slider that he barreled into left for a single. Back-to-back singles. And this comes with a 1 down. Two down for Ryan Jeffers. It's the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning. And if Grant Holmes can put together a clean top of the 4th inning, so just as long as no one scores, Tidal Wave is going to make a big offer to you tomorrow. That one comes inside and hits him. Got him with a fastball on the left shoulder. That's going to load the bases. Well, that happened fast. Little pop out and then single hit batter. That loads him up with 1 down. Finish that thought. Tidal Wave Auto Spa making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning today, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Watch membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospa.com/Braves. Now you have to face one of the hottest hitters of the series for the Twins, the rookie Luke Kiesel.
Like Jeffers walking slowly to first. That hurt him.
Braves pitching coach Rick Kranitz out there meeting with a battery of Baldwin and Holmes.
Well, he got the early first out. So, and now they're calling time. The first base coach wants the trainer to come out and take a look at Jeffers, who's walking toward them.
Yeah, that doesn't look good for Jeffers.
I just talked to last night about Christian Vasquez getting back into the lineup, their other catcher, and he'd been suffering from a foul tip off his hand. Jeffers can't even get his glove off. I don't know where it hit him. Oh, he's pointing to his forearm. I thought he got him on the shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like left forearm.
Yeah. But getting that early first out for Holmes, even with this quickly developing problem here, he gets a ground ball, he could get out of the inning.
Right. Never fails. Guy gets hit on the arm. Trainer comes out there and just presses all over the arm.
Yeah, it's like your mom. Ooh, that got him like right on the tape that he has his wrist, where he has his wrist taped.
Jeffers will stay in the game. Batter is Luke Keeschel. You know, Keeschel has knocked out lots of firsts here in this first weekend for him in the big leagues. First hit, first run, first steal, first RBI. It'd be a good time for his first double play.
I'm in on that.
He hasn't done that yet. Singled in the third inning. Now he bats with the bases loaded, one out. Braves leading 5-0. Holmes gets back after it. Ball outside with a curve. Braves got a 2-run homer from Matt Olson, an RBI single by Austin Riley, and a 2-run homer by Drake Baldwin for their 5 runs. 1-0 to Keeschel. Nice stop by Drake.
Wow.
It was a slider that bounced in the left-hand batter's box. He's having a hard time finding anything right now. Talking about Grant Holmes. 2-0 to Keeschel. That'll be fouled off up into the third deck down the first base line. Nice catch. Guy on the first row stood straight up, never flinched, brought it in. Righty-righty matchup. Now the 2-1 from Holmes. Strike. That time a slider in a good place. That's been a good pitch for him when he's located it.
That was right at the bottom of the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Maybe you get a comebacker right here.
Holmes ready to bring the 2-2. Here it comes. Bounced up there. That was a curveball that he overcooked a little bit. So now the base is loaded and a full count on Keeschel. Trying to keep the Twins off the scoreboard. It's 5-0 Braves. The 3-2. Grounded foul right outside the bag at first. Whizzing right behind Ramon Borrego, their first base coach, who is the former Double-A manager a few years ago of the Twins, and Luke Keeschel was one of his players. Now they're both in the big leagues.
Pretty good scene after Keeschel got hit his first at bat, and the two of them commiserating at first.
Really big pitch right here. Sacks packed full of Twins. Time called by Keeschel. Grant Holmes at 57 pitches, 32 strikes. He has 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. And in the danger zone right here. Here's the 3-2 to Keeschel. That's popped up towards foul ground and out of play. You know, eventually these major league pitchers will find a tendency that they like versus a guy like Keeschel and go with it, try to get him out. 3-2, pulled foul on the third base line. But given that this is just his third major league game, they're still searching that out, aren't they?
Yeah, there's not exactly a book on him yet, unless they have something from the minor leagues that they can go back to and reference. But he was in high A this time last year.
Wow. 3-2. And a high fly ball right side of the infield. Matt Olson calling them all off. Drifts back into shallow right. He has got it. Big second out for Grant Holmes. Keeps the bases loaded. And now it's Brooks Lee to the plate, who bats 8th in their order. Lee reached on a fielder's choice in the third inning. That was on a ground out to third. Switch hitter swinging it from the left side. Holmes is able to dodge some traffic in the third inning and trying to be just as successful here in the fourth. First pitch to Lee, and that bounces in the dirt, skips all the way to the backstop, and that'll mean a run. That hopped about 25, 30 feet up in the air. So the wild pitch by Holmes drives in Trevor Larnach, and it's a 5-1 Braves lead.
Hadn't exactly had the right release point on that curveball this inning. That's been a couple of good saves by Baldwin, and got a piece of that one, but couldn't find it.
So now they're at second and third. Twins on the scoreboard for the first time. Inning is going pop out, single hit batter, another pop out, and a wild pitch. There's the 1-0 to Lee. And a fly ball out towards left field, sprinting towards the line for Verdugo, into foul ground, and that's out of reach, and it's into the seats. They get 1-1 on Brooks Lee. This guy 0 for 5 in the series. And the Twins desperate for something to go their way with runners in scoring position. It's been a sore subject for them here lately. Holmes ready, 1-1 to the plate. And missed high, 2-1. The Twins went hitless and 8 at-bats with runners in scoring position last night. So they got to be thinking that their turn is coming. Holmes trying to prevent that. Runners take their leads at second and third. 2-1 pitch hit in the air towards deep right center field. Michael Harris, long way to go. Into the gap, opens the glove, reels it in. Another spectacular defensive play to save runs by Michael Harris. And that limits the damage to 1 run there in the top of the fourth inning. Outstanding play by Michael. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 5-1 Braves.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers, but you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelly Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow up. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little
locker room during the 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Kelnick, Verdugo, and Riley for the Braves in the bottom of the fourth inning. Braves 5, Twins 1. And Kelnick takes a backdoor sweeper for a called strike. I'll tell you what, if 2 out runs with, or 2 out hits, I should say, with runners in scoring position win you games, Braves feeling good about this one. There's the 0-1 to Kelnick. And he'll swing and miss. Braves have been terrific with 2 outs and runners in scoring position in the game. And the Twins have had some opportunities, but only 1 run scored. Their only run coming on a wild pitch, not even a base hit. 0-2 on Kelnick. He singled and scored in the second inning. 0-2 from Joe Ryan. Fouled back. Partly cloudy skies here in Atlanta. Currently shade covering the field. Soft breeze through the air here in the ballpark. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Kelnick. That's low and inside. And a pretty good Easter Sunday crowd. Had sellouts each of the last 2 nights.
Still about 30,000 or so, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more.
1-2 to Kelnick, will miss inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, good day to be at the ballpark, isn't it? Lots of families here enjoying their Easter Sundays. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. .72 pitches for Joe Ryan. And his payoff pitch. Kelnick swings and misses at strike 3. Tied him up with a fastball. And that's the 4th strikeout by Ryan. Back to the top of the order to Alex Verdugo. 1 for 2 with a single in this game. He collected his first 4 hits in a Braves uniform last night when he went 4 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 doubles. And Verdugo takes a first pitch strike. Last night marked the 6th game of Verdugo's career with at least 4 hits. And his first since the lone 5-hit effort of his career in August of 2023. And he drives one to deep right field. This one going back to the warning track. And that'll be caught by Trevor Larnach. Gave it a nice long ride, but not quite enough. And 2 down here in the inning.
Got him right where we want him.
That's right. Well, the way that this pattern has worked out to this point, if he gets Austin Riley out right here, I'll be absolutely stunned. 5-1 Braves, bottom of the 4th. And Riley takes called strike. First inning, 2 up, 2 down. Then a walk, a homer, and a single. Second inning, 2 up, 2 down. Single, 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 and a run scored. 0-1 to Riley. Ground ball out to short. Can you believe it? Carlos Correa's got it, flings it across the diamond, and the Braves go down 1-2-3. And Ryan has to be thinking, finally, a 1-2-3 inning.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
An app now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
So far, so good. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Braves 5, Twins 1. And now for more play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. Grant Holmes will hope to have a little better inning than he had last inning. A little quicker inning. 9-1-2 due up. First batter's Harrison Bader, and he takes high and tight, ball 1. Bader walked his only time up today. How Out of the stretch, the pitch, outside ball 2. Bader last night struck out 3 times, went 0 for 4. 2-0 pitch, low ball 3. Saw signs of this last inning when he gave up a couple of one-out base hits and then hit a batter, struggling, and then a wild pitch, scored a run. 3-0. Almost hit him. Ball 4. So it's the second time he's walked, and the second walk issued by Holmes to go with a hit batter. And back to the top of the order, and Edouard Julien out of Quebec City. Stretching the pitch, swing and a miss. Got it in on him. Julien is struck out looking, and he's also grounded out to the pitcher. Swing and a foul tip, held on to by Baldwin. 0-2. And that ground out actually was to Matt Olson at first, with Holmes covering. The 0-2 went right back to the same spot, and he laid off. 1-2 the count. Byron Buxton to follow. Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. The 1-2 pitch. Got him looking for the second time today. Julian's 0 for 3. Strikeout number 4 for Holmes, and 2 of them have been Byron Buxton, who's had a heck of a series.
It's the bottom of the order that's giving him fits, not the top.
Buxton holds the bat up near his helmet, wags it around, and takes ball 1. Maybe the first time he hasn't swung at the first pitch this whole series.
Yeah.
Brian Snitker had a lot of nice things to say about Buxton and his ability. What an athlete he is. Runner leads from first. The pitch swung on, line to right center, and a base hit. That's going to get down. Bader will make at least third. Buxton's going for 2, and he goes in head first with a double. Second and third, 1 out. Michael Harris was able to cut that ball off out in the gap, but deep in the gap, and no way they were going to have a play on Buxton, who can just fly. What strides. And that'll bring up Ty France, who is grounded out and flied out. And first pitch swinging, he ducks out of the way of a pitch. 1-0. No action in the Braves bullpen. That's subject to change. Braves leading 5-1. Second and third, 1 out. And the pitch to France. He offered but didn't go, and the count 2-0. This Grant Holmes of the last 2 innings, Ben, not the Grant Holmes we saw in the first 3.
Yeah, trying to sharpen it back in.
2-0. Low and away, ball 3.
I mean, so sharp those first few innings. And then there in the third inning, he walked the 9-hitter, was able to get through that jam. But then same jam in the 4th inning, and it's the wild pitch that scores the run.
Let's see if France has turned loose 3-0. He is not, and he's walked France, and that'll load him up. And Rick Kranitz is going to walk to the mound again. Third walk of the day for Holmes. And he'll face the cleanup batter, Trevor Larnach, with the bases loaded, 1 out, and Larnach has been raking this whole series. Hitting the ball hard, mostly pulling the ball, and he hit a home run here Friday night.
Aaron Bummer now tossing for the Braves. And he's doing it quickly.
Yeah, with the way this is trending, he can't get ready fast enough. Larnach hitting an even 200. That home run was his first of the year. Today he has lined to right, and he has singled and scored a run. Big, tall left-handed hitter. Takes down an in ball one. Grant has a 5-1 lead, but he needs a couple of outs to be the pitcher of record. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit hard, but foul down the first base line. Infield back. I'd certainly love a ground ball. Try to shorten this inning, even if they don't turn a double play. The next pitch to Larnach. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, had him out front. Holmes ahead in the count, 1-2. He's at 81 pitches, but only 43 strikes. Big pitch here for Grant Holmes, but time called as he was about to deliver. He had actually gone into his leg kick, but Larnach was granted a late timeout. Charlie Ramos allowing that. So we'll try it again. The 1-2. Check swing. They appeal. He didn't go. Carlos Torres says he was able to stop his swing. Count even at 2-2. 5-1 Atlanta, top of the fifth. Bases loaded, 1 out. Cleanup hitter up there. And the 2-2. Got him looking. Blistered a 95 heater right on the inside corner. No argument from Larnach. He was looking for a breaking pitch and didn't get it. Another called third strike. That's 4 of them. 4 of the 5 strikeouts have all been looking. Huge strikeout for Holmes. Here's Correa, not out of the woods yet. He's 1 for 2 today. Sends a fly ball deep down the right field line, out of play. Let's pause for station identification. Braves Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
0-1 to Correa, bases loaded. The pitch, strike call right there at the belt. And they've taken a lot of fastballs. Ben must be part of the scouting report to look for breaking stuff.
Yeah, which is crazy because the numbers on those 2 pitches are so good.
Yeah. The 0-2, tapped foul at the plate and down the third base line.
Well, he has to have some deception on that fastball for them to be taken the way that they have. I mean, what we saw to Julian and Buxton in the first inning, exactly like what we've seen to Julian and Larnach here in the 5th inning.
Only this time with the bases loaded for Larnach. And the pitch, Correa, ground ball to deep short. Allen's got it, flips to second, and got him. Oh, boy, that was close. And Ozzy's still standing there at second base to see if the Twins might challenge this. Allen had to go to his right about 3 steps, plant, and throw back to second. And it was a close play for the force out. No challenge. Inning over. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves on top 5-1.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers. But you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelly Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGuard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGuard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use Next Level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGuard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is seeing eye single. Do you know what it means? Seeing eye single. A soft ground ball.
Joe Bennett, J-Chad with you at Truist Park on Easter Sunday. Big crowd on hand as the Braves are leading the Twins 5-1, going for the sweep today. Marcell Ozuna leads off the bottom of the fifth and promptly sends a drive to deep left field, headed for the Twins bullpen. That bad boy is gone. First pitch home run for Ozuna, leading off the fifth, 6-1 Atlanta.
That just went through that door out there in their bullpen where they're the indoor seating area for the relievers. The door was open. It went right through the door on the fly.
Oh, God. That woke them up out there.
It was like throwing a grenade in there. It comes spilling out.
They're going to come spilling out for another reason here in just a second as the Braves increase their lead. And for Marcell, his fourth homer and his ninth RBI, and the third homer hit by the Braves off of Joe Ryan. They hit 5 off of him the last time they saw him. Matt Olson has one of the homers today. He takes inside ball 1. Marcell went up there ready to hit and got a pitch he liked. 1-0. Olson hooks one hard into the screen above the Braves dugout. It comes down and it's grabbed by Eddie Perez. Man, what a catch. What a catcher. Senor. Former National League Championship Series MVP. 1-1, swing and a miss. And after a high limb and came up empty. Olson, a 2-run homer in the first with 2 out. And he's also grounded out to first. Ryan to the plate. Down and in, and it hit him. I'm not sure where, but it didn't hurt because Olson is trotting to first base. So a home run and a hit batter, and that'll bring Ozzie to the plate. Fans, you know that original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves? I think you did. And is made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. I think you knew that too. And if you didn't, now you do. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. Ozzie swinging a foul ball off of the catcher and the umpire. 0-1. Ozzie singled in the first, flied out to center in the third. He's 3 for 9 in the series. Six to 1 Atlanta. Ground ball pulled foul off the screen in front of the Braves dugout. 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 of them homers for Atlanta. No errors. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Twins. They scored on a bases loaded wild pitch. Ryan to the plate, swing and a miss. Ozzie's down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Ryan.
Don't you know that's just so demoralizing for the Twins? I mean, they've had so many opportunities these last few innings. They stranded 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, left the bases loaded there in the 5th inning. And then the first batter there in the 5th inning for the Braves goes deep.
And that's what we had heard about their club coming in, was that they just were like the Braves, struggling to score. Michael Harris, the second, the batter, takes a strike. He doubled and scored his last time up, 1 for 2 this afternoon. 4 for 10 in the series with a homer. He has really broken out big. Ryan delivers, hard hit ball to the left of Julian. He's got it. He'll go to second, and somehow Correa kept his foot on the bag on what was a bad throw from Julian, who had recovered on the ground ball, and he didn't exactly field cleanly. But they get the lead runner, 2 out, and Harris the runner. And Drake Baldwin will be the batter. He hit his second big league homer his last time up, opposite field into the Twins bullpen. Carlos Correa is 6'3", big for a shortstop, and he needed that to stretch to make that catch at second. Drake takes one down and in, tap dances out of the way. 1-0. He also popped up to third. Big pinch hit, game-winning single here in the 8th inning of Game 1 today of this series. There goes Harris. Pitch is high. The throw down by Jeffers is not in time. Stolen base number 4 for Michael. Kind of doing it all this series, isn't he?
Yeah, needed a series like this out of Michael. Been a big turnaround series for him.
Good throw by Jeffers, but not in time. Runner in scoring position, 2-0 the count to Baldwin. And the pitch. Inside ball 3. Nick Allen would be next. Let's see if Baldwin gets a green light here. Ryan ready. 3-0 pitch. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. A leadoff first pitch home run by Marcell Ozuna here in the 5th inning. Braves up 6-1. Three 3-1 pitch. Oh, generous call on the inside corner on a breaking ball. Full count. Joe Ryan came in with a 2.45 ERA. He's given up 6 runs today. Kicks and fires. And a ground ball to the right side. A little easier play for Julian. He's got it. Throws to first. Inning over. A home run by Ozuna puts another run on the board. We go to the 6th. Atlanta up 6-1.
Hey, everyone. Want to hear an amazing stat I learned from my doctor at Peachtree Orthopedics? He told me 90% of their patients...
Amazon has everything for every kind of birthday. Whether that's a 3-tier cake stand...
Happy birthday!
Comet balloons for your son's space-themed party... or gifts like a karaoke machine for that friend who never stops singing.
Happy birthday to you.
From cake stands to karaoke machines, shop everything for every party on Amazon.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those are numbers, but you already knew that. If you want to know what number you're going to pay each month for your car, use Kelly Blue Book My Wallet on Auto Trader. They're really good at numbers. Auto Trader.
Don't miss your chance to spring into deals at Lowe's. Right now, get a free 60-volt Toro battery when you purchase a select 60-volt Toro electric mower. Plus, buy 3 19.3-ounce vegetable and herb Bonnie plants for just $10. It's time to give your yard a grow-up. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/23. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available feature.
Or off your seat, rather. We go to the 6th. Braves up 6-1. Daniel De Los Santos begins to play catch in the Braves bullpen. Ryan Jeffers leads off the inning, hit by a pitch last time up, 0 for 1, swing and a miss. The 0-1, swing and a miss again. Good heater. Still throwing hard. 0-2. Yeah, that was a real tragedy when we lost John Denver.
It was a plane crash, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little, forget what you call them, but little one-man craft. No gas, apparently, in the tank. Not enough, anyway. The 0-2 high, 1-2 the count. Six runs, 8 hits for the Braves. 1 run, 4 hits for the Twins. No errors in the ball game by either side. Jeffers fouls one off to stay alive. Fans, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. One-two pitch. Again, fouled back. Got a little breeze picking up, kind of blowing in from right center, or at least blowing across toward the right field foul pole. Another 1-2, just missed. Thought he got him. 2-2. Infield straightaway for Jeffers, who takes called strike 3. At the knees, down and away. Jeffers has a little look back at Charlie Ramos, but doesn't say anything and heads to the dugout. Strikeout number 6 and another called third strike for Grant Holmes.
And a good start here to this inning. You'd love for him to have one good send-off inning. Just a good place to finish on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Drops in a breaking ball for a strike to Keishel, who has a hit in every game in this series. The 0-1, swing and a miss. But he came up with the bases loaded in the 4th inning, 1 out, and he popped up into an infield fly. Singled back in the 3rd. 4 for 11 in his major league debut. Couple of doubles. Lays off a breaking ball, takes outside, 1-2.
I'll give you the number of the series. You know, we were talking about runners in scoring position.
Yes.
Braves in this series, 9 for 19. That's terrific. Twins, 2 for 20.
That 2 for 20 sounds like the way the Braves had been going.
Exactly.
Breaking ball in the dirt, evens the count at 2-2.
And it certainly shows in the run department because the Braves have outscored them 16-8 in this series.
A lot of that difference today. 6-1 Atlanta. The pitch up and away. 0-2 to 3-2. Pitch number 100 coming up. Grant shakes off a sign, says yes. And now the payoff pitch to Keishel. Missed outside, ball 4. Let's see if he stays in the game here. Walk number 4. But that was on an 0-2 count. To lose Keishel there after getting ahead 0-2, that hurts.
I think he just struck out Jeffers and just looking for a quality, clean inning. There's a high note to finish on.
Brooks Lee takes a strike. He was robbed of an extra base hit his last time up on a great running catch by Harris. That came with 2 out and the bases loaded. Keishel leads from first and a breaking. Ooh, where was that pitch? Low and away. 1-1. The 1-1 hit hard but foul, first base side. If you weren't with us last night, Ben had a great story on Brooks Lee from a baseball family. He was named after Brooks Robinson, and it was between Brooks and what?
Brock Lee. For Lou Brock.
Down and in, 2-2.
I had a feeling that'd punch your funny button for a few days.
That was a good one. And true. Wow. The 2-2 got him looking. Gave up on a pitch. Looked like it was going to be up and away, but it dropped in there. And now Brian Snitker is headed to the dugout, or headed to the mound, rather. He makes the Aero Exterminator's call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll tell you who's coming in right after this timeout on the Braves Network.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power,
Amazon has everything for every kind of Mother's Day. Whether that's a massage gun for an at-home spa day, or new shoes for her favorite salsa class, or gifts like a biker helmet to unleash her inner daredevil. From hot stones to helmets, shop everything for Mother's Day on Amazon.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
3.24 ERA. Last handful of outings been pretty good. In fact, he's had one outing in this series, went an inning and 2 scoreless the other night.
Last 7 outings, he's only given up runs in 1 of those 7. Looked really dominant here a couple of nights ago. Inherits a runner at first, 2 out. Harrison Bader, the batter. Comes set in the stretch and fires. Swing and a miss. Slider breaking away from Bader, who has walked twice. That was against Grant Holmes. And the pitch. A little low, I guess. 1-1. You're right about this zone today. There's not much north and south. There is some east and west. 1-1. Check swing, he went. 1-2.
Substituted today's attendance is 31,889. 31,889.
We were pretty close on that 30,000 estimate for our crowd today. 31,889. 1-2. Just missed off the plate. Baldwin tried to frame it. Couldn't get the call. 2-2.
Both catchers have been doing a lot of framing today and not getting that called strike.
And the 2-2 offering to Harrison Bader. Swung on, bounced to third. 3-hopper off the glove of Riley. Goes over to Nick Allen, but he'll not have a play anywhere. And if I'm not mistaken, if they rule that an error, is that the first fielding error we heard today that the Braves have made?
We were just talking about that before the game. I think it'd be the first fielding error. The other errors have been throwing errors. That was right up his arm. I think it's got to be an E. Yep, E5.
Well, it's a shame for Austin, but it was the right call. And back to the top of the order, and Julian, who's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, takes ball 1. It just speaks to how good the glove work has been for the Braves for the first 21 games. 1-0 pitch, strike call.
Yeah, that's a streak that they wanted to extend, and there's another one that they wanted to end. And so far, so good on that, but trying to keep these guys in the ballpark. We'll tell you more about that in a little while.
That's right. 1-1. Another close one. No call. 2-1.
Yeah, the Braves have allowed at least one home run in 12 straight games. And believe it or not, that's the longest such streak in franchise history.
Goodness. Ground ball off the end of the bat to Riley. He charges, throws on the run, and got him, and that'll end the inning. So the error and the walk amount to nothing. Twins leave 2 more on base, and we go to...
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed, and you can't keep up because it's one thing, then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano, and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Lowe's knows you're ready to take on spring. That's why we have a full line of Ego outdoor power equipment. From mowers to blowers to string trimmers, find all the power you need at Lowe's. And right now, get great deals like a free Select 56-volt battery when you buy a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Shop today for Ego and spring deals at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/30. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
If you're in a slip and fall,
online at firstlibertyga.com. That's firstlibertyga.com.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
There's only one thing better than baseball on the radio, being there in person. Win a pair of Braves tickets during the 4 o'clock hour at Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
6-1 Braves into the bottom of the 6th, and the Twins go into the bullpen for the first time and bring out Lewis Varland, right-hander. Second time he's been out there in this series. On the season, 1-1 with a 2.70 ERA.
And first pitch delivered to Allen. Little chopper over the mound. Nice play on the run made by Julian to get Allen. 1 pitch, 1 out. Varland worked here Friday night, walked a batter, struck out a batter. He throws hard, 97 to 100 miles an hour. It is the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning, and our contestant is Megan Stafford from Ringgold, Georgia. Megan will win $1,000 if anybody goes deep. Back to the top of the order. Or excuse me, bottom of the order. Jared Kelnick. He takes low, ball 1. Kelnick 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Fastball swung on, lifted a mile high up into the air out behind second base. Shallow right field. Correa is over there. He was near the bag on the shift, and he makes the catch. 2 out. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 in the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
All right, it is confirmed that fielding error by Riley, the first fielding error of the season for the team. And there's another part of that I'll get to after this pitch.
Okay. Alex Verdugo takes a strike.
That was the second longest streak to begin a season in big league history without a fielding error. The only team with a deeper streak to begin a season, 2018 Red Sox, 22 games.
Oh, shoot. We're just 1 game away. Fastball low. 1-1 to Verdugo, who has had another hit today. He's 1 for 3. hit one that was caught right up against the padding in right center. One of his at-bats. A little nubber off the end of the bat, right back to the mound. And Marlin will head off the base runner, Verdugo, rather than toss to first. He'll make the tag, and the inning is over. No.
Es tiempo de aprovechar los deals de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén una batería Toro de 60 voltios gratis al comprar una podadora eléctrica Selecta Toro de 60 voltios. Además, compra 3 plantas Bunny de hierbas y vegetales de 19.3 onzas por solo $10. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/23. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Descuento aplica al momento de la compra. Tamaño actual y selección de las plantas varían por lugar. Excluye las que Hawaii.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
The partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end April 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Grant Holmes went 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, 6 were looking. Hit a batter, had a wild pitch. Enel De Los Santos got the last out last inning. He stays in the game, and back for us, here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. Byron Buxton, first up to the plate for the Twins in the top of the 7th inning. Enel De Los Santos, right-hander, goes to work here in the 7th inning. First pitch to Buxton will miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Phillies have a 4-2 lead on the Marlins. That game is in the 7th inning. And the Mets are leading the Cardinals 3-1 in the 7th inning in New York. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Buxton. That'll miss low. The Nationals are playing a doubleheader today. You don't see many doubleheaders on getaway days, do you?
No, is that in Colorado?
Yeah.
That's why.
Here's the 2-0 to Buxton. And a called strike. First game of that doubleheader, Rockies trailing the Nationals 1-0 in the second. And then they'll play again tonight around 8:10. So there'll be 2 Major League games tonight. The nationally televised game is the Astros-Padre game later on. There's a 2-1 pitch, and he drives one to deep left center field. That was crushed. Back to the seats that goes, and it's a home run by Buxton. So the Georgia kid goes deep. He continues a strong series. That's his 5th hit of the series. And for Buxton, that is his 4th long ball of the year. And it's now a 6-2 Braves lead here in the 7th.
And a continuation of allowing a home run. What's that up to?
13 in a row.
Wow. Well, he hit it so well, folks, that Michael Harris didn't move. And it was in deep left center. Byron Buxton, you made a believer out of me.
Yeah, he's a fun one to watch, man.
Sure is.
Ty France climbs in. And a first pitch ball outside to Ty France. 1 ball and no strikes. Reds are hammering the Orioles 12-1 in Baltimore. That would drop the Orioles to 9-12 should they lose that game. 1-0 pitch at a ground ball to Riley. Kind of a funny hop, but he plays it well. Nice throw across and 1 down. Texas and Los Angeles in the rubber game of that series. Rangers and Dodgers are scoreless in the 4th inning, I should say. That's been a very entertaining series.
Yeah, weird ending to the game Friday night.
On
a disputed ground ball foul that the Rangers thought was foul. Dodgers turned it into a double play to end the game.
And the Rangers walked him off last night with Adolis Garcia. Trevor Larnach to the plate. And he'll take a called strike. Those scores are brought to you by Saya LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves.
I think Shohei Ohtani was supposed to be back today.
I think that's right.
From paternity leave.
Well, one to Larnach. Liner out toward short, backhanded in the shallow grass of center by Allen. And a good throw over to first base for the out. 2 away.
I think, and congratulations to the Ohtanis. I believe they had a little girl. And I heard they named her Bonnie.
Bonnie Ohtani, huh?
That's unconfirmed.
Bonnie Ohtani. It's better than Brock Lee.
Yes.
Carlos Correa up to the plate. And he check swings, and that goes to the backstop. Got a piece of it, 0-1. Six-2 Braves here in the top of the 7th. We'll have Timothy Miller in between innings. So we'll stick around for that. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Correa swings and misses. Got a slider by him, 0-2. Time called. Home plate umpire Charlie Ramos barking over there at the Braves dugout. Okay, they're saying the count is 1-1. They thought it was 0-2. So did the scoreboard.
So did I.
There's the 1-1 to Correa. There's strike 2. A swing and a miss on a slider. Even De Los Santos held up 2 fingers. He thought it was 0-2. Bases empty, 2 down. And the 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out looking. Another good slider. That locked up Correa. So the homer is all the Twins get as Buxton sends one over the left field wall, but it's just a solo shot. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. Time now for the 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by the Warrior Alliance, going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. In the bottom of the inning, it'll be Riley, Ozuna, and Olsen do it for the Braves. Braves on top, 6-1. We'll keep it right here. We'll go down to the field and join in with Timothy Miller in his tuxedo on the red carpet to bring us God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet.
Another beautiful job by Timothy Miller. And today on Easter Sunday, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 6-2 Braves.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel?
Cool. Good to go to the opera? Good to sit ringside at a boxing match? Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening?
Amazon has everything for every kind of birthday. Whether that's a 3-tier cake stand,
happy birthday!
Comet balloons for your son's space theme party,
of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Ace Cellini here. Your home of Braves baseball is The Fan, 680, 93.7 FM, and The Fan app. Cellini and Namino, 10 to 2 weekdays. Let's get you back to the game.
One of the hardest throwers in baseball, Juan Duran, is on to pitch for the Twins. He has their only save of the year. He can range up to like 102. And for the year, he is no record but a 108 ERA in 9 games, 8 strikeouts in 8 innings with 4 walks, only 1 run allowed.
Tell you a good sign about him being on the mound. Austin Riley takes the ball up and in. You're doing pretty good against the Twins if the first time you draw this guy is in the 7th inning of the 3rd game.
Absolutely. His split fingers ranges up to 99.
There's 1-0 pitch. Riley hits one of the air to center field. Byron bucks it on the other end, makes the catch out in deep center. And 1 down. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in home runs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? They're also the hot sauce leader in stolen bases. It's like a double play for your mouth. Louisiana brand hot sauce. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Speaking of stolen bases, the Brewers are playing the A's today. The Brewers set a franchise record for steals in a game with 9.
Good grief.
Marcell Ozuna takes the ball low and outside. 9 steals.
I'm going to say Shea Langoliers wasn't playing today for the Athletics.
That'd be a good call. Bryce Terang had 3 steals himself. Sal Frelick had a couple of steals. William Contreras had a steal. There's ball low and inside. I think J-Chad could have stolen a base.
Wait a minute. They're only in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I mean, they might finish with a dozen.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch. Hard hit ball deep and short to his knees. Backhanding Correa. Up on his feet. Bounces the throw. That's in time to get Ozuna. So 2 down here in the inning. Had to look it up. Most steals by one team ever in a major league game. All the way back in 1911, the New York Highlanders, now the Yankees, had 15 steals in a game against the St. Louis Browns. Do they even have a catcher?
Yeah, maybe.
15 steals? Oh. Matt Olson takes the ball outside.
Might have been back in the days of the one-hop catchers who just stood back deeper and caught the ball on 1 hop.
Well, if they're in the 4th, 5th inning today and they've got 9 steals, 1-0 swung on and missed. I mean, they could go for the record.
Yeah.
(6-2) Braves, bottom of the 7th. There's a 1-1 pitch. Olson swings and misses.
Shea Langoliers is the catcher.
Wow. Here's the 1-2 to Matt Olson. That's down in the dirt. Cardinals have tied that game in New York. That's a 3-3 game in the 7th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Olson's going to get a piece of it, foul it off. Tell you what would be great if that Mets-Cardinals game went into extras and the Cardinals had to burn their bullpen before they come here tomorrow.
That'd really be sad.
Yeah, Brewers leading that game 8-0 in the 5th. Olson swings and misses at a fastball at 100 miles an hour, and the Braves go down to 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, Afoxolaner, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Lowe's knows you're ready to take on spring. That's why we have a full line of Ego outdoor power equipment. From mowers to blowers to string trimmers, find all the power you need at Lowe's. And right now, get great deals like a free Select 56-volt battery when you buy a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Shop today for Ego and spring deals at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/30. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Keep your air conditioning inside your home. Renewal by Anderson. Limited time offer. $300 off all windows. $825 off patio doors. BestWindowsFlorida.com. License number CGC 1527613. Restrictions apply.
Inyel De Los Santos went an inning and a third, gave up a hit. That was the home run to Buxton. No walks and recorded a strikeout. Now on to work in the 8th inning for the Braves is Pierce Johnson. 33 years old, 6'2", 202. He last worked a couple of nights ago against the Twins and had a good outing, 2/3 of an inning with zeros across. And he will face Ryan Jeffers to start the 8th.
Trying to keep him quiet and cruise to a sweep here over the Twins. Ryan Jeffers going to take a first pitch strike.
Hey, here's something for you, Ben, about the bullpen I didn't know, and it has to do with their numbers at home. And I know that the Braves haven't played that many games. However,
one pitch, and Jeffers takes the ball outside.
They've got the 5th best ERA at home, 1.91, trailing only San Diego, Cleveland, the Mets, and the Giants.
That leads me to one question. What is it on the road?
I'd rather not say.
There's ball outside.
I really did some work for you to find out about Sir Francis Drake nickname. I think it would take too long.
You're cashed out.
Yeah, I'm done.
Save the rest of your work for tomorrow. There's a 2-1 pitch. That'll be fouled back. And the reason I say that is because, look, if you win this game today, that makes you 6-2 at home, while you've gone 2-11 on the road. And I understand that the bullpen is the only reason that the Braves are 9 under on the road. But that would be a big part of it, I'm sure. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he got it by him. Swung on a miss at a curveball for strike 3. And the good news with that is you expect that bullpen to improve, and therefore the road record should improve.
If you really want to know, it's 5.09.
Okay.
Not good, but not near as
not
bad
a disaster.
as I thought. Yeah.
Well, a good start in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Tell you about our contestant after this pitch to Luke Keishel. And Keishel takes the ball outside. If the Braves strike out the side, then Isaac Gunderson will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV. 1-0 to Keishel, in for a strike. Also, when you do that, you'll be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. We were this close to having a winner last night. One pitch away. Here's a 1-1 pitch on the way to Luke Keeschel. And Keeschel takes the ball high and outside. And that was after a 13-14 pitch at bat.
Yeah.
For Dylan Lee.
Yeah.
That was against Christian Vasquez last night.
Yeah.
That was something, man. And he flied out to center field. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Keeschel with a fly ball to center. Going to send Harris back a few steps. And he's under it. Makes the catch. 2 down. So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout of the side inning. But Isaac Gunderson, we appreciate you playing. And also, I really like the spelling of Isaac. I-Z-A-A-K.
Huh.
Isaac Gunderson.
Different.
Two down here in the 8th inning. Six-2 Braves in the top of the 8th. Brooks Lee going to chase a fastball low and outside. Braves in the bottom of the inning will have Albies, Harris, and Baldwin due up. Oh, 1 to Lee. A swing and a miss on him. 0-2 on Brooks Lee. And we talked about how his family is big into baseball. We were talking about him being named for Brooks Robinson. He wears number 2 for Derek Jeter. Third baseman for the Twins. He's 0 for 3 in this game and 0 for 7 in the series. And the 0-2 to Lee. Got him. Fastball 95 at a 1-2-3 inning for Pierce Johnson. Very well done by Pierce. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Break.
Get big savings now with spring deals at Lowe's. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot exterior paints and stains, starting at $39.98 via Visa gift card rebate. Start your project today with Lowe's. We help, you save. Must purchase in increments of 3 to receive discount. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details. Valid 4/3 through 4/30.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover's accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. And the Cardinals.
Get participating dealers while supplies last.
Thank you, DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, for being a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
There's only one thing better than baseball on the radio, being there in person. Win a pair of Braves tickets during the 4 o'clock hour of Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Next pitcher up for the Twins, and their 4th of the day is left-hander Danny Coulombe. The longtime veteran is 0-0 with a 0 ERA and 9 outings. He pitched here Friday night, gave up a hit to Harris, but nothing else. 7 2/3 innings this year, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, but no runs.
Lefty Danny Coulombe. First pitch swinging. And Ozzie sends one straight up the chute on the infield. Carlos Correa is under it. Eventually this comes down, and he makes the catch on the grass between the mound and second base. And 1 out here in the 8th inning. In the 9th, the Twins will have 9, 1, and 2. That'll be Bader, Julian, and Buxton. And the Braves will be 3 outs away from a sweep, which would be huge for this team. They're just looking for back-to-back wins. They accomplished that last night for the first time all year. Now looking for 3 in a row. Michael Harris takes the ball inside. Michael's been on base twice, a double and a run scored, also stole a base today. This has been a key series for Michael. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. It's a series like this, for Michael Harris in this case, where you kind of want to track what he does for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Because if he has a good 2 to 3 week stretch, you could easily point back to this series and say, here's the series where he turned things around. 1-1 low and outside. He limped into this series, what was it, 0 for 15?
Yeah, 16, something like that.
And then it reached 17 by his first 2 trips to the plate in game 1, and then turned it on, man. And he's been best version of himself since then, and done it in the field, too. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's with a fly ball to deep left. Harrison Bader tracking. He's under it, and this parachutes into his glove for out number 2.
Hey, I've got another note on that error by Riley. The first fielding error by the Braves this year. This is courtesy of Hal Galima, the statistician to the Stars, who told me that the Braves have only made 2 errors on the infield so far on the year, and both belong to Riley. No one else has made an error.
Drake Baldwin sends one foul. Yeah, the defense has been very, very good. You can win a lot of ball games when you pitch and play defense. 0-1 to Baldwin. This is up and in. Jose Suarez, southpaw for the Braves, loosening his limbs out in the bullpen, so we could see him for the 9th. Meanwhile, the 1-1 pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin from Danny Coulombe. That'll be punched out towards second. Played on the hop to his right by Julian. Plants and throws, and the Braves go down to 1-2-3 in the 8th. But they're feeling good about this one. We head to the top of the 9th. Braves 6, Twins 2.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
If your car's been totaled in a crash, you're entitled to collect what it retails for on the lot. But if insurance companies don't offer what you deserve, we are here to keep them honest. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chris Domino reminding you that Braves coverage starts 2 hours before every first pitch during the season on the radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and, of course, the Fan app.
Ben and Joe at the end of the top of the 9th inning here on Easter Sunday in Atlanta. Braves leading the Twins 6-2. And it's still Pierce Johnson on the mound for the Braves. He had a 1-2-3 8th. Harrison Bader's been on base 3 times in the game, but he's hitless. Reaching an error and also 2 walks. And it's 9-1-2 for the Twins. First pitch in for a called strike. Braves have Raisel Iglesias loosening up in the bullpen just in case. 0-1 pitch. That'll miss outside. When you give up 1 run, then all of a sudden you're thinking about Iglesias coming in. So he's loosening up just in case. One pitch. Bader in the air towards foul ground, right field line. Olsen tracking. Basket catch by Matt Olsen. Oh, that is nice and easy. Made it look graceful down the right field line. It's not that easy. 1 down.
That was graceful. Little basket catch on the run.
One down for Edward Julian. Braves 6, Twins 2. That's one of my favorite plays to watch Matt make. Pitch on the way to Julian. There's a strike on the outside corner. He made a couple of plays like that on the road trip, and it's one thing to do it here on the grounds that you're familiar with, but it's another thing on the road when you're talking about sidewalls being closer or further away than what you're used to. Well, one pitch, it'll miss low and outside. And it's like it doesn't even matter, doesn't faze him. He just goes back and knows exactly where he is every time and makes a nice play. Ball and a strike on Julian. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner.
Do you remember when he first came here, first shot out of the box for the Braves defensively? He scuffled.
Yeah.
He was having a hard time. And I don't know if it was nerves or not, but, man, there's been no sign of that in the last couple of years.
1-2 to Julian. A little bit low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Braves have out-hit them 6-2. And they have outscored the Twins in this series 16-8. And looking for the sweep of the Twins. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Edward Julian. A ground ball to third, taken by Riley, wings it across, 2 down. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
2 down here in the 9th inning. There's an old blues song called Dust My Broom. And Elmore James had my favorite version of that blues song. And with more and more out, Braves will be dusting their brooms. There's a pitch on the way to Byron Buxton, swung on, missed.
I like that. I'd like to hear that.
That's a good jam right there.
In about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe the guys down the hall can play that today after the game.
Yeah.
Dust My Broom, Elmore James. As they probably shake their head and roll their eyes at me. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Buxton. There's a ball high. Braves got after him early. 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Haven't looked back. Grant Holmes pitched through some tough jams. Bullpen's done a nice job. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and away. 2 balls and a strike. On the horizon, the St. Louis Cardinals, as the homestand will continue tomorrow. 7:15 Eastern with the first pitch tomorrow night. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Buxton. Fouled off, and they're down to their final swing.
Well, we wish the Twins well after leaving today, and I really wish good health to Byron Buxton. He's been worth the price of admission this weekend.
Agreed. Here's Johnson looking for one more swing and miss. Crowd to their feet, and the 2-2 pitch. Check swing tapper, back to the mound. Johnson's got it. Braves sweep the Twins. They've won 3 in a row. And today they did it with 3 home runs. Ozuna, Olsen, and Baldwin all go yard here on Easter Sunday. And the Braves win this ball game by a final score of 6-2 over the Twins. Braves sweep them. Up next, I should say, the Cardinals, as the homestand will continue. But finally, some momentum built up for this Braves bunch as they've won 3 in a row. Back on the totals after this.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a customized Bronco Raptor.
What do you like about it?
It's a great drive, comfortable, lots of smart tech, and it's ready for just about any adventure. And I look good in it.
No matter where you go to find your next adventure, find it in a smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce. Perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity,
we engineered Xfinity.
Get big savings now with spring deals at Lowe's. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot exterior paints and stains, starting at $39.98 via Visa gift card rebate. Start your project today with Lowe's. We help, you save. Must purchase in increments of 3 to receive discount. See rebate form for complete list of eligible products. Offer excludes clearance and mistints and can't be combined with any other offer, promotion, discount, or coupon. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details. Valid 4/3 through 4/30.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGuard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGuard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use Next Level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGuard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover's accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Lowe's knows you're ready to take on spring. That's why we have a full line of Ego outdoor power equipment. From mowers to blowers to string trimmers, find all the power you need at Lowe's. And right now, get great deals like a free Select 56-volt battery when you buy a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Shop today for Ego and spring deals at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/30. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Amazon has everything for every kind of Mother's Day. Whether that's a massage gun for an at-home spa day, or new shoes for her favorite salsa class, or gifts like a biker helmet to unleash her inner daredevil. From hot stones to helmets, shop everything for Mother's Day on Amazon.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is pickle. Do you know what it means? Pickle, a rundown. William Shakespeare is thought to be the first to use the idiom in...
The big red, bad red Cardinals coming to town. Chip Carey coming to town. They better bring a load. Ben will tell you about the pitching matchup beginning tomorrow night right after this on the Braves Radio Network.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 48 months, or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end April 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Are you tired of your food tasting tasty, but somehow not quite tasty enough? That's why the original Louisiana brand hot sauce invented the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppery peppers, tarty vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans who cried because they didn't win. But everyone can win at eating something delicious with the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
Remember the good old days when baseball in Atlanta was an adventure? Book your stay today at omnihotels.com/Atlanta, because some things are too good not to relive.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app, now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Braves get the sweep over the Twins with a 6-2 victory this afternoon. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night under the lights. Braves and the Cardinals here at Truist Park in Atlanta. Our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Joe and I will have the first pitch tomorrow night. Braves and Cardinals, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. On the mound for the Braves, right-hander Spencer Schwellenbach. Spencer's 1-1 with a 2.55 ERA. And the Cardinals will counter with righty Eric Fetty. He's 1-2 with a 3.43 ERA. So for the fellas in studio today, that is Joe Virgin and Chris Thames. Also for Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and a good afternoon and a happy Easter from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Braves take down the Twins by a final score of 6-2. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show that starts right now with Barrett Sallee. Barrett.
Thank you very much, Ben. It was nice to finally get a sweep, and it was a very sweet sweep indeed. Let's get to the Xfinity play of the game, and it goes to Drake Baldwin. 2-run home run in the fifth, deposited directly into the Twins' bullpen, gave the Braves a 5-run lead, and that was Baldwin's first home run at Truist Park, and second as a member of the Atlanta Braves. Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the game. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Mega Millions just got an upgrade. With bigger jackpots plus better odds, $5 could win you your wildest dreams. But you'll need bigger dreams. So don't just dream of buying a new house. Dream about a house that has its own zip code. The new Mega Millions isn't just new car money. It's new helicopter money. So get ready for the new Mega Millions with bigger jackpots more often and get to dreaming bigger.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
Get ready for the new Mega Millions with bigger jackpots more often and get to dreaming bigger. Only from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround. It's going to be close. Throws it to first and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves!
This is John Michaels. Don't miss Atlanta Braves Today and your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets every weekday morning on The Locker Room during our 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai postgame show on the Braves Radio Network.
Line in the pitch, swung line, belts one again. Deep left field. He's got two tonight. Another home run for Marcel.
All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
And it is a very happy Braves Radio Network. Braves with the sweep over the Twins. They now sit at 8-13 for the season. And it was a fantastic win indeed. Grant Holmes with a stellar performance, 3 home runs from the Braves in a fantastic 3-game sweep. We needed this, had not had back-to-back wins all year. Got that yesterday and finish off Joe Ryan and crew on Sunday. Let's get to the highlights. Bottom of the first, Marcell Ozuna on with the 2-out walk. Matt Olson steps up looking to get the Braves on the board early.
Either way, a 3-2 count on Matt Olson. No score for now. There goes Ozuna. Pitch on the way. Rocked. Deep right center field to the gap. It flies off the top of the wall. Kiss it goodbye. 2-run home run, Matt Olson. Had just enough juice on it to get it out of here. And it is now 2-0 Braves.
Bottom of the second, 2 on. Runners at the corners. Austin Riley up at the plate looking to extend the lead.
Here's the first pitch to Austin, and a bullet to left field down the line. That rolls all the way to the edge of the warning track. Kelnick will score. It's an RBI single by Riley, and it's 3-0 Braves. Verdugo first to third, and Austin wasted no time right on that first pitch and was able to shock it down the left field line.
Still 3-0. Bottom of the third, 1 on for rookie Drake Baldwin. He has his eyes on the visiting bullpen.
Looking to add on to this 3-0 lead. 0-1 to Baldwin, and a piercing shot to deep left field, all the way to the wall, and all the way gone. 2-run homer, Drake Baldwin, the second of his career, and it's now 5-0 Braves.
Second of his career and first in front of the home crowd at Truist Park. Top of the fourth, 5-0 Braves. The Twins load the bases, and then Grant Holmes spikes one in the dirt.
Holmes is able to dodge some traffic in the third inning and trying to be just as successful here in the fourth. First pitch to Lee, and that bounces in the dirt, skips all the way to the backstop, and that'll mean a run. That hopped about 25-30 feet up in the air. So the wild pitch by Holmes drives in Trevor Larnach, and it's a 5-1 Braves lead.
The Braves answer right back, bottom of the fifth, still 5-1, but the Big Bear changes it with a big fly.
Marcell Ozuna leads off the bottom of the fifth and promptly sends a drive to deep left field, headed for the Twins bullpen. That bad boy is gone. First pitch home run for Ozuna, leading off the fifth, 6-1 Atlanta.
Stayed that way to the top of the seventh. Anil De Los Santos in to replace Grant Holmes. And the 31-year-old Baxley, Georgia native Byron Buxton steps in to chip away at the Braves' lead.
There's a 2-1 pitch, and he drives one to deep left center field. That was crushed. Back to the seats that goes, and it's a home run by Buxton. So the Georgia kid goes deep. He continues a strong series. That's his 5th hit of the series. And for Buxton, that is his 4th long ball of the year. And it's now a 6-2 Braves lead here in the 7th.
Top of the 9th, Buxton up again, representing the last hope for the Twins against Pierce Johnson.
Check swing tapper, back to the mound. Johnson's got it. Braves sweep the Twins. They've won 3 in a row. And today they did it with 3 home runs. Ozuna, Olsen, and Baldwin all go yard here on Easter Sunday. And the Braves win this ball game by a final score of 6-2 over the Twins. Braves sweep them.
Oh, yeah, and you know you can sound that train horn. 3 in a row for the Braves at home. That train horn is getting a lot of work at Truist Park. Your totals for the game, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Braves, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Twins. Grant Holmes credited with the win. He's 2-1. His final line, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, 6 of which were looking. Joe Ryan, the loser, he falls to 1-2. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from Braves manager Brian Snitker. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
Spring is in full bloom at the Home Depot, so what are you working on? How about a quick and stylish patio furniture update? Check out a variety of on-trend dining sets with plenty of space for entertaining. And what's outdoor dining without a shiny new grill? Find a wide selection of grills under $300, like the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill for only $229. Then add a little ambiance with string lights. Transform your space this spring with everything you need from the Home Depot.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 48 months, or $1,750 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end April 30th. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Cobb County is Atlanta's sweet spot at home of the Atlanta Braves. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. For more information, visit travelcobb.org.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves! The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at braves.com/all-star game.
Hey, it's Cellini here. Remember, me and Chris, the baseball man, Domino, come to you starting at 10 o'clock every weekday until 2, right here on The Fan, your home of the Braves and the Fan app.
You're locked into the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Braves finish off the sweep of the Minnesota Twins with a resounding 6-2 win in front of a raucous crowd at Truist Park. 3 home runs for the Braves. Matt Olson in the first inning off Joe Ryan. Drake Baldwin, you just heard that in the third inning off of Ryan. And Marcell Ozuna goes deep in the 5th. And that was a very important home run, not just for the Braves, but for you, the fans. Because Marcell Ozuna homered today in the racetrack home run inning, you need to download the racetrack app and swing by your local racetrack, and you will receive a free roller grill item. That's right. Anything on that roller grill, at least anything they put there, you can have for free thanks to Marcell Ozuna homering today in the racetrack home run inning. Head to racetrack for whatever gets you going. We did have a little bit of a drama, and we'll see if Snit addresses it a little bit later in the show, but we did have some drama with Ronald Acuna and suggesting that maybe he would have been benched for what happened with Kelenic last night. Then he deleted that tweet. So if you're wondering if that will be addressed, we will find out. Snit should be speaking here in just a minute. So I know a lot of you are on the edge of your seats for that. But you look up and down this lineup, and I think one thing that needs to be noted, every player other than Nick Allen had a hit. Every player other than Nick Allen had a hit. And we know Nick Allen still can handle himself. We know he's been a hitting machine at times this year. But when you can have a lineup that balanced, that is absolutely enormous for a team. And that was without Sean Murphy. No Sean Murphy today, and Drake Baldwin comes up big. So I think what you've seen from the Braves over the course of the weekend is a team that is finding itself, figuring out its identity. And that, I think, has started with Alex Verdugo. No, he did not get a hit in game 1 of the series. He was 0 for 5. But 2 of those were off the bat at over 100 miles an hour. We know what he did yesterday with that 4 for 5 performance, and then another hit today. That attitude is contagious. And we've heard Snit talk a little bit about that, how a guy like that with a little bit of an edge, he's a little bit of a different cat, and that's what Chris Domino called him in the pregame show, how that can help relax a clubhouse that might have a little bit of an attitude problem, might be down on itself a little bit, might need a little bit of therapy, so to speak. And I think Alex Verdugo has provided that and will continue to provide that for this clubhouse. 6-2 your final. Here's Brian Snitker after the game.
It is a bad time, but you probably heard about what Ronald said. What's your reaction? What was the team step?
I didn't have any. I mean, I don't do social media, number one. And I heard about it as I was walking to the dugout. Heard something was up, and then I came in and they said it was down. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know.
So that was what we were asking last night about Kelnick, because it was kind of the same situation as Acuna. I know Acuna's wasn't.
No, they're all different. They're all different. All the situations, when they happen, they're all different. And I addressed it with Jared.
What do you think made Acuna's incident different from Jared's?
It's just timing and all of everything. I think there's no blanket thing doing that. Quite honestly, if you want to know the truth, I wasn't watching that play. I knew he got thrown out at second. I didn't see it till this morning, and then I talked to him about it.
Because you had said during Acuna's incident that it's
it was and if you don't run, then it's a big time like that, But I'm quite honestly, I don't look for him to not do it because he plays with his hair on fire all the time and he's laying out. And I didn't know it till I saw this morning. I went in and I looked at it when I got here, and then I had a discussion with him and we got it squared away.
You're kind of surprised that he would make a comment like this.